this summer in Texas, if you had been doing that, there was so many days where we hit that max
Yep.
cap of $5,000 a megawatt hour, $5,000 a megawatt hour, that it would have been wildly profitable. There's a model, a business model that you may be aware of, and some of our listeners probably are not yet aware of because it's quite new, that really takes all three of those factors and arbitrages, it allows you to simultaneously arbitrage them. So they're an off-grid miner connected to the pipeline, connected to the grid, and they're able to either sell, so they have a gas asset, a gas asset, so they're able to sell into the pipeline. If the Henry Hub price is more than $3 an MCF, then they'll sell into the pipeline, or really it'd need to be more than like $5 an MCF, because they make about $5 an MCF on their gas when they're mining Bitcoin.
Right.
But they're also plugged into the grid so that they can sell power from their genset to the grid. Now, you would only do that in rare moments, but this summer in Texas, if you had been doing that, there was so many days where we hit that max cap of $5,000 a megawatt hour, $5,000 a megawatt hour, that it would have been wildly profitable to sell into the grid for about 2 hours or maybe even 30 minutes, because those are 5-minute pricing intervals, as you know. So what do you think about that model? I mean, it just creates so many more dynamic factors at play, maybe too complex.
No, so I'll throw the fourth dimension in it.
Okay.
Now add some battery capacity to that.
There you go.
And now you basically have this capacitor, the batteries, that can play the energy arbitrage game, because to your point, typically those pricing spikes are temporary in nature. It's 2 hours, 3 hours. And the time it typically takes a Bitcoin miner, and again, this is where technology is important, but it typically takes a Bitcoin miner to ramp down and ramp back up. It's a couple of hours round trip typically, unless you've got unique technology that lets you do it faster. So miners are constantly doing this, where's the strike price? And, do I shut down? Do I not shut down? Well, if you have battery capacity, you can say, I can just play arbitrage with the battery all day long.
Yeah.
And I leave my miners running. If it's longer, I'll shut down the miners and feed all the grid needs. But that's definitely an opportunity. I think that's very interesting. But again, that starts playing to Bitcoin miners of scale can do that.
Right.
It's a lot harder for the smaller guys.
Right.
Hey, it's Amy. Click over here to subscribe, click over here for more content, and we'll see you next time.